That's the one, but yeah, I knew they would probably like moan at shit and that because that's what they do. John likes to moan.
Complete embarrassment. Please stop it unless you're going to do something about it. So anyway, that's enough about Big John Fury, the fighting man who don't want to fight really. That's enough about him. Big fucking bully, that's what he is, and it will come on top.
I think John Fury's genuinely a bully, and I wouldn't mind if he was doing anything he says, but he's just all mouth. I've never seen him do any of the shit he said he's going to do.
Breaking news: Darren Till has absolutely ripped into John Fury and made it crystal clear the split with Tyson Fury is no accident. Darren Till is blaming John Fury completely, calling it deserved and long overdue. This is Darren Till exposing what many fans already believe, that John Fury's own behavior finally pushed things too far.
About it. And Tyson Fury loves banging on the camera, he doesn't care about money. Hang on a minute. Doesn't care about money? Are you sure about that? Like, are you sure? If anyone doesn't...
Father-son relationship, and you know, that's stuff for me should be left to keep on a personal level. I think those two have achieved so much. I mean, I've not always seen eye to eye with both of them, but right now...
Darren Till doubles down and completely destroys John Fury's image, calling him a bully without hesitation. This is not banter anymore, this is a serious accusation. Darren Till is making it clear that behind the cameras, John Fury's behavior has crossed the line and people are fed up.
I think he is a knob, but I think he's one of them.
Bit of a likeable knob.
Yeah, he can be a likeable knob, but John, I just don't like the way John carries on me. I think John Fury's genuinely a bully, and I wouldn't mind if he was doing anything he says, but he's just all mouth. I've never seen him do any of the shit he said he's going to do. He just walks around saying I'm a real fighting man. But let's watch you have a fight at least. You and Joe Egan get into it, but then I don't know.
Do you need to get off, or are we okay?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
All right,
my stomach's in bits. I need a shit, honestly.
Thanks, mate. Just quickly, we should talk about Guerrilla Promotions.
Yeah, we should.
We did.
Now Carl Frock also joins Darren Till in calling out John Fury, leaving no room for excuses. He brands John Fury as a bully and attention seeker, highlighting just how out of control things have become. Even respected voices in boxing are siding with Darren Till and backing Tyson Fury's position.
But all he's doing is attention seeking, and he's getting more attention now, but yeah, him anyway. Tyson Fury, Makvedov. Good little fight. Tyson's nice and relaxed, he's coming back. Again, after retiring, he's back out of retirement, we kind of knew it was going to happen. He seems in a good place, he seems quite happy, he's not out of shape, he's in his usual shape, which isn't great shape in terms of physicalities to look at. He's not good on the optics, but you know he's in shape because he's not 28 stone.
Eddie Hearn confirms the closeness that once existed, but makes it clear the split is real and undeniable. Darren Till's claims now find support from insiders, showing that John Fury's actions didn't just affect Tyson Fury, they shattered the family dynamic that was once so strong.
I didn't know, you know, they've always been very close, and John's always been a big part of the training team. You know, I know he's had his trainers in Sugar Hill and, you know, Ben Davison, but you know, John's his dad, and you know, he's been a big part of the journey. And for some reason, I don't know why, it's not my business, but they've clearly fallen out. And you know, it's never nice to see, and definitely not.
Darren Till claims John Fury is all talk and no substance. He dismisses his tough guy image entirely and makes it clear Tyson Fury's father has lost respect in the eyes of the boxing world. Darren Till firmly backs Tyson Fury and exposes the chaos John Fury has caused.
I think he's a bully, John Fury. I think he's a proper bully, and he talks about fighting man. I don't buy none of it. I don't buy it.
Simon Jordan exposes John Fury's mistakes, highlighting how going public only worsens his split with Tyson Fury. Darren Till's earlier criticism finds real backing here, showing that John Fury's actions are selfish and out of touch, proving why the fallout was completely avoidable.
Relationships, you repair them in private, not in the public domain. John, I mean, on the times that I've met John, I found him to be engaging and charming. But there's other times when I've seen him whether it's an act, or curated or whatever, it's boorish, it's unpalatable, it's unpleasant. When you headbutt Ukrainians in front of, you know, Saudi royalty and behave yourself in a way that's not particularly appetizing, you get judged by it. So, with due respect to the fact it's a scoop for these guys, I'm not hugely interested in John Fury's.
Tyson Fury lays it all out, showing why loyalty matters more than ever. Darren Till's stance makes sense now. John Fury's behavior clashes with Tyson Fury's approach to life and boxing. Tyson stays focused on his circle, proving he won't let distractions or drama affect his comeback.
I don't have people around me, never have and I never will, because I'm a psychopath. I can't have a million people around me because it doesn't work. I just have the same old people I've always knew, that's it. I'm not interested in making new friends. I'm not interested in what the next man's got. I'm not interested in what the next door neighbour's doing. Don't care. Keep myself to myself.
Liam Goff highlights John Fury's opposition to Tyson Fury's return, but Darren Till would argue this is more about control than concern. Tyson Fury has faced every challenge thrown at him, and to have his father questioning his comeback feels unfair. The public sees a champion ready and sharp, while John Fury is stuck in old narratives. Darren Till's comments hit home here. Tyson deserves to fight on his own terms, and any doubts from John Fury only expose the toxic influence that led to their split.
But he's saying that Tyson isn't himself anymore. And I tend to agree with John Fury. He's certainly not at his best anymore. I mean, how could he be after everything he's been through and stuff like that? So I tend to agree with that, right? But he was saying words to the effect of that the Wilder trilogy.
Duke McKenzie's analysis undermines the overhype around John Fury's commentary, indirectly backing Darren Till's view. Tyson Fury's legacy speaks for itself, while John Fury's words carry little weight outside his immediate circle. Darren Till's critique gains context here. He's not just being provocative, he's exposing that John Fury's tough guy image doesn't hold up in the real boxing world. The contrast between Tyson's achievements and John Fury's public persona only adds fuel to Darren Till's point, making it clear why fans are siding with Tyson and his supporters.
You know, obviously Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up.
Shane Fury puts Tyson Fury's perspective into focus. He's achieved everything, yet his drive hasn't faded. Darren Till's support lines up perfectly here. He sees Tyson's hunger and dedication as valid, while John Fury's criticism seems irrelevant. Tyson isn't chasing glory for attention. He's proving he still belongs at the top. Darren Till's commentary shows that the Real story is about a champion returning on his own terms, and John Fury's judgment only highlights why outsiders like Darren Till feel compelled to defend Tyson Fury from unnecessary attacks.
The thing is there's nothing more left in life for these boxers. When these great boxers what's completed the game and they've got everything, what else can Tyson do? You know, there's only so much yachts and sailing, and there's only so much flying on holidays, and there's only so much fucking whatever a normal person thinks is good you can do before you're sick to death of.
Fraser Clark attempts to rationalize John Fury's criticism, but Darren Till would argue knowing someone doesn't justify public undermining. Tyson Fury's ability to perform is proven, and Darren Till sees John Fury's words as interference, not insight. The upcoming fights will settle all doubts, yet Till's viewpoint emphasizes that John Fury has created unnecessary drama. Tyson's focus, discipline, and readiness contrast sharply with his father's commentary, showing the world why Darren Till openly supports Tyson and continues to call out John Fury for the chaos he stirred around his son.
I'm not seeing what John said, but obviously I suppose he's in a position where he knows his son, he probably knows the best version of him, and he's probably looking at him now and just feels that it isn't. I think all questions will be answered on the 11th of April, won't they? And we'll see what he's got now.
Shane McGuigan exposes the complex role John Fury played, sometimes stirring chaos around Tyson Fury. Darren Till's support makes sense. He sees John Fury as more of a distraction than an ally. Tyson thrives on focus, not drama, and Darren Till's criticism highlights how damaging John Fury's interference has been. The fight ahead will show Tyson Fury's true strength, free from outside noise, and Darren Till's outspoken support reinforces that John Fury's meddling is part of why the family fallout became so public.
Tyson, I think, used his dad to keep him involved and as a infiltrator. You know, someone that can shout and scream and cause a bit of chaos and unrest. You know, and I think like he doesn't need that in this fight, so he might make a U-turn.
Johnny Nelson highlights the challenges Tyson Fury faces at 37, but Darren Till would argue Tyson's experience, speed, and ring IQ far outweigh any concerns. Young contenders may be hungry, but Tyson Fury's footwork, power, and timing remain elite. Darren Till's support emphasizes that John Fury's criticism cannot overshadow Tyson's skill or preparation. Training in Thailand shows Tyson is committed, focused, and ready to prove himself again, making Till's claims that his father's interference is irrelevant even stronger. The boxing world sees a champion ready to handle any opponent, while the narrative pushed by John Fury is increasingly exposed as noise rather than fact, justifying Darren Till's sharp calls against him.
Mahmoud is made for him. It's a perfect fight for him. Got the height, looks the part. He's strong. I think Tyson's hands will be too fast. I think Tyson, his feet are the thing. What I want to see. I want to see how his feet have deteriorated, because it happens to everybody. So I just want to see what version of Tyson we get. He's out in Thailand training. So he's got to make sure he trains right. No cutting corners at this stage in your life. 37 years old. There's a lot of young lions knocking at the door, watching you. You're in a meal ticket. They're planning for you already. And I think Tyson's very.
John Fury's words reveal his bitterness and pride, but Darren Till's perspective frames this as self-inflicted drama. Tyson Fury's focus on boxing and loyalty to his team contrasts sharply with his father's public statements. Till sees this as proof that John Fury's interference has been more harmful than helpful, and his criticism of his son is rooted in ego, not guidance. Fans now see Darren Till's alignment with Tyson as justified. He's calling out the unnecessary chaos John Fury has created while defending a champion who continues to train, fight, and focus on the sport, showing strength and maturity far beyond his father's public tantrums.
If you can't show your father respect when it's needed, keep going. I don't need you. I don't need him and his millions. I need nothing off him. I wish him well, but he's put those people before me, his blood father. That's hurt me like unbelief. So, they can jog on. Yeah. And I mean that.
Peter Fury acknowledges Tyson's talent and readiness, but Darren Till would argue this shows exactly why John Fury's public criticism is pointless. Tyson Fury is a proven champion who knows his limits and strategically picks challenges, yet John Fury focuses on drama instead of reality. Darren Till's commentary reinforces the idea that Tyson's skill, preparation, and ring intelligence make him untouchable when focused. The boxing world sees a fighter in control, while John Fury's words fail to carry weight. Till's support underscores that Tyson Fury's achievements and decisions are entirely his own, and his father's interference only creates unnecessary tension for no reason.
Well, whether he can take him or not, he shouldn't be taking him, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box. He ticks all the boxes, trust me. And he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with this level of opposition because he's walking through them.
Spencer Oliver confirms what Darren Till has been saying all along. Tyson Fury is back in prime form mentally and physically. Training in Thailand, he's focused and sharp, ready to reclaim his place at the top. Till's commentary positions him firmly on Tyson's side, pointing out that John Fury's drama is irrelevant to the fighter's performance. Tyson's return adds excitement and depth to the heavyweight division, and Darren Till's outspoken criticism of John Fury now makes sense. He's defending a champion whose focus, skill, and presence in the sport speak louder than any public statements from his father.
He looked good. I think that mentally he's in a good place. Physically, he looked good as well. He's been working well out in Thailand, and I sort of agree with Paulie. I think that he's a massive addition to the heavyweight scene. He has been over the last 10 years, and I think it's good to have him back. We need the characters. Look, are the legs still there? We're going to fight.
Tyson Fury's comeback story is one for the ages, and Darren Till has made it crystal clear that John Fury's public interference has no place in the narrative. All the talk, the criticism, and the so-called tough guy statements from John Fury are irrelevant when a champion is focused, disciplined, and performing at the highest level. Darren Till sides fully with Tyson Fury, highlighting that his father's actions have only created unnecessary drama and distracted from what really matters in boxing. Every insider from Carl Frock to Spencer Oliver has acknowledged Tyson's readiness and mental strength, showing the world that his legacy is entirely his own. While John Fury clings to ego and outdated ideas of control, Darren Till reminds fans that champions like Tyson Fury define themselves in the ring and not through headlines. This is the version of Tyson Fury that dominates, commands respect, and reminds everyone why he is a true heavyweight legend. Fans need to focus on the fighter, not the drama, and Darren Till is leading the charge. Do you agree with Darren Till that John Fury's interference has gone too far? Let us know below.